there are a lot of things that we can do to limit the emission, and that we can do now. So this is the aim of the double aim of this conference: to mitigate the impact, to adapt to climate change, but also to limit our contribution through better practices and introduction of new technology.
It's not just adaptation and mitigation which are the issues. The third issue that they will look at is technology. And here is the big unknown, because it's difficult to predict what can be invented before it's been invented. But what you do know is that as the pressure mounts on to find alternatives, and as the price of fossil fuel rises, the incentives to innovate increase dramatically. As the airlines begin to respond to this issue, and as governments begin to respond to what the airlines ought to do, we believe very much that the flights to and from and between the poorest countries need to be protected, because those flights are critical to their production of the one services export which they have, which is tourism.
I think the broad prediction was that there was unlikely to be a drop in demand, and Mr. Frangeli said people would want to go for holidays. So what will happen is there will be differentiated impacts. So if a place becomes too hot, people would go to less hot destinations which have just warmed up to the requisite level.
Until now, we've all talked about the triple bottom line. Now, we're going to start talking about the quadruple bottom line. Climate is going to have to become a starting point for policy, for companies and for countries and for destinations, along with ecology and economy and social conditions.
I'm with Jeffrey Lippman, Assistant Secretary General of the UN World Tourism Organization, otherwise known as UNWTO. Good afternoon, Jeffrey, here in Davos, Switzerland.
Hi, Charlie. Nice to be with you again.
Yes, we were in Sri Lanka celebrating World Tourism Day, which really, this year's theme was women's equality and empowerment in the tourism industry.
I was delighted with the way that conference was put together. The Sri Lankans, who are wonderful hosts and who have a wonderful tourism patrimony, and who have a terribly unfortunate situation that they've been grappling with, the civil war situation, for a long time, they always seem to come back. They always put on a great show. They're terrific people. They've got incredible culture. And we went down to Bentota, which is on the south coast. We weren't in Colombo. We were at a wonderful Taj hotel. And we brought in all these women from around the world, from Philippines, from South Africa, from the US, from the UK, and from different parts of the industry, some ex-ministers, some practitioners, some in the hotel sector, some academics, and it gelled. I mean, you never know. You've been to hundreds